Viewer discretion is advised.
You're rocking with the best.
So what the fuck is you saying?
Super lit in this bitch.
Yo, I'm going straight cyborg, bro. I'm gonna have a blunt roller in this arm. I'm gonna have a grinder in my elbow.
Bring that one back from the top.
From Walmart, one of the little kiddie pools, and I was like, really?
He was playing. He was ready.
Breaking off another hot explosive mix.
What's going on? This is the Ex3. ICLA Benjamin, Lee Beat, Roxanne Malia.
I'm here.
I wasn't asking for attendance.
Present.
Gabe's stomach is still out.
Okay, we miss you, belly buddy.
And then we got a special guest. Carl. Sounds so bland.
Yeah, Carl the barber, man. I don't know what he do.
I think of Carlton.
Hold on. Let me rephrase that. Carl Jr.
Man, that sounds like
The artist. The artist. Nah, this is my motherfucking man, my barber man. Keeping me cut, but he ain't cut me right now. Cause I'm trying to,
when was the last time you saw him, dog?
I'm
like
trying to
60?
fill it in. I've been taking the oils and trying to get like him.
Hey, you're gonna have to charge him triple when he come back. That's 3 haircuts. Right?
We gotta make do.
I'm gonna look like I'm gonna be Carl little brother. You got a brother?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll be the next brother.
it works.
Be little Carl.
No comment. You got a long ways to go, man.
But I do video though. I don't do barbering.
I feel you.
I cut you with videos. Bam. Yeah. Huh? But that's what I do on the video. I cut.
You saying when you edit?
Yeah,
You see
when I
some
cut.
edit. I got it.
See?
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. You got it.
I should rename the Ex3 and be like, yeah, the cut video.
Don't do that.
Oh my God, BET cut videos.
You thinking of uncut?
Yes.
You thinking of
Shut up.
well,
That
I'm just
was
trying to
catchy.
help
You know what the fuck I said?
It was catchy.
Plant.
I caught it.
We.
Have you ever seen BET uncut?
Hell
Duh.
yeah. All the time.
It's like my
With my
favorite
finger
time
on the
of
power
the
button,
hour.
making sure
what?
if my mom came
Huh?
in, you
With
was
what?
ready to go.
That's like my favorite time of the hour.
Oh, I thought you
Oh.
said with your legs on the counter.
Go to sleep.
That too.
I ain't mad at you.
Just kidding. I was usually alone in bed, just like, damn, look at all that ass. I want that ass.
That was
who
a good
asked you?
period.
My booty came later. Just saying, I
Your
didn't.
booty
have
came later.
Yeah,
So
I prayed for it.
Is it store bought or is it real?
No, it's real.
He's
okay.
just clarifying.
No, it's
for you.
sagging, bro. It's not like bodacious booty over here. It's like,
Oh.
you know.
I was
Just
making
there.
sure. I was just making sure.
I kind of want a
Oh.
Brazilian butt lift, but I don't want anything extra, and I just want a lift, so I can be bubblicious.
Just they don't always go right. They don't always get the left-right ratio.
Really?
So-
All right, fuck it. I'll just work out. I'll work out whenever I'm
rotate.
ready.
Sometimes they roll down.
Right,
They
right.
roll down the hamstring.
Well, I've been doing body pump, lifting weights at YMCA, and it's like, you know,
Bro, what is this guy?
the muscle is not growing yet.
Oh, you be doing the squats and all that?
Yeah, a lot. It hurts. I want to cry. I hate working out. I don't work out. I mean, like, I work out
Eventually,
couple times a year.
Eventually, I'm gonna get, you know what I mean, to where the ladies want me. You know what
Lee,
I
I
mean?
like you
They've
chunky.
been begging me to
Don't
get-
get skinny. Oh, God.
No, not skinny. You know what I mean? It's like
You'll go from
'cause
like...
you know how tough it is being a 9.9.
This guy.
What?
Like,
Are you talking dick size?
I feel like I disappoint. You feel me?
What? What's a 9.9? That's...
It's said like out of 10.
Is that...
Overall.
Out of 10.
only 5 points off? That's only 5?
We want some answers.
Round it up, and then you a little closer. Joking.
All right. Let me round some of these questions. So, Carl,
Yes.
some of your worst customers.
Oh man.
Let me get the types. Some of the worst worst customers.
Oh my God, we can talk about this stuff together. I'm a hairstylist.
Yeah, there we go. This
dig, let's
is a
dig.
show for you guys.
I mean, we get a couple guys that come in. They wanna, I don't know, like they like the. How can I put it? They'll come in and they'll say, "Yeah, just cut me up." I'm like, all right, cool. So what you want to get off the top? Yeah, take a little bit off top. Okay, and how about the size? You want the size lower? Nah, just cut me up.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I gotta make that work, and it's just one of them things.
Are
So
they
it's-
always happy?
Huh?
Are they always happy, or
yeah,
do
are
they
they
ever
happy
say
when
like,
they get
"Oh
done
man,
with
that's
it?"
not what I wanted"?
Yeah, but it's because I got to the point where I understand that when people do that, they want you to think for them, and so I just
You gotta look at the shape of their head.
look at the shape of their head,
Yeah.
Some
look
people
at
got that
the haircut they
octagon.
had, and then just give my suggestion. And if they like it, they like it, and if they don't, they tell me what the fuck they want in the first place.
Yeah.
That works.
What about hygiene? You ever get somebody that just
Yes.
never washed their hair,
Yes.
dirt in it,
Ugh.
fuck up your clippers?
Yes, I got a different set of clippers.
You got a dirty person clipper?
Oh my God.
Yeah, but
Wow.
I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, I still I clean it, but that one I have to like cleanse
'cause
and disinfect and put in a
'cause
damn.
it's not fair
I
to
gotta put it
everybody
in
else.
a blue light. Yeah, I have to do
The
like,
whole
I have
thing.
to like damn near
Just-
disassemble my entire set of clippers
damn.
to see to it that it's right.
Don't start
because,
washing your head, man. Come on.
What is it?
before you get
What's
to the barber shop, it'd
you
be
know
nice.
what?
It'd be nice.
We're here to inform. What's a good product to have them that they can wash their head that's gonna cleanse it?
Watch this. Check this out. Shampoo and conditioner.
But I'm saying what kind? Recommend.
My
Yeah.
G, it's that simple though.
The kind
No, because
that
you know
they
you got some
sell
people that
at
would just
the
get
store.
they'll just get like your little dollar store brand. Like, is there a barber?
right.
Like, there's a doctor recommended.
Like
Is there a
Pantene
barber
Pro V
recommended?
puts a
Barber
coating on
okay,
your hair.
here's a barber recommendation. Okay, if you have dry scalp or if you have dandruff, those are two different things.
Okay.
Dandruff shampoo dries the hair out because that's how you kill the fungus. Dandruff is an actual fungus.
Right.
Alright, so when you dry the hair out, that's how you kill it. So
Right.
it's drying your hair out. So
Right.
you have to put a lot of work in your conditioner or
But then wouldn't you
Yeah.
get dry scalp?
exactly. So when
Yeah.
people have dry scalp and they go get dandruff shampoo,
Mm.
it dries out their hair.
Mm.
So then they think they have some different type of shampoo and they need to go to the doctor and
Yeah.
and the doctor's gonna go ahead and do what he does because everybody got to eat. So but at the end of the day, if you get shampoo that's moisturizing,
Mm-hmm.
then you can handle dry scalp a lot better. But dandruff, that's the flakes that look like boogers and shit.
What about
They're white.
putting lotion in your hair? That's what I grew up
I
doing.
have seen
That's
people
what I
do
grew
that.
up
Yeah,
doing.
I've never done
I always
that,
put
but
lotion in
Man,
when I had
lotion's
hair.
good for the skin, not so much for the hair. Like hair lotion is pretty much conditioner. That's all conditioner is lotion for your hair. I mean, I keep it old school, bro. Like Vaseline.
do the hair.
Yeah. Like
I mean,
works.
hair
Like,
is-
but
it's simple.
It's
Yeah.
simple.
Like simple
and
home
it's
remedies.
absorbing, and like
All
the
these
thing about
products
it,
make
it
things
washes out.
complicated.
That's the thing.
So
Yeah.
wait, what does the Vaseline necessarily does? Like, gives
It-
a nice
Moisture.
shine or
It
something?
keeps moisture in
It
your hair.
moisturizes.
Oh,
It keeps
keep
your
it
hair
moisturized.
moisturized. And a lot of problems come from moisturized, like lack of moisture. It's our water, bro. It's like a lot of minerals in the water.
So
So
I'm gonna go get me some Vaseline, bro.
Put it all
Yeah, put
over
that
your
shit.
beard. It might help it grow too.
definitely helps.
Yo,
with the dry
I mean,
spots.
hey,
Yeah.
I try to get some. Look, I've been doing a lot of Western, just hearing a lot of a lot of people give me a lot of information, and I just like try to. I got serum, I got fucking drops, I got I got all the shit. So
You could stay even more simple and just get
Right, right.
They got
virgin
those.
olive
They got those
oil, extra virgin olive
beard
oil.
weaves now too.
Oh, I
Nah,
have
I'm
beard
not doing
oil.
Yeah, you should. man.
I can get you beard oil, Lee.
I don't need it.
It's natural.
if I'm gonna,
That's worse. I like the bad stuff.
if I can't grow any, I'll
You
just
need some
keep the
shit he
implant.
can't pronounce. You need at least 6
I'm
syllables
joking.
in every ingredient.
Nah, my shit's Gucci. I just wake up, boom. Good to go.
It could be
Yeah, it
better
is.
though.
Could it? This can be better?
Yeah.
I think you're hating.
You can always
Well,
be better.
that is to my point, 9.9.
Gotta be one of those.
Trying to be a 10. But
That's understandable.
All right, I can
Now,
make
see,
you a 10.
I like to be also transparent. I don't care if the people on the show know about my secrets. Now, this applicator that you put in, how long does that fucking last?
Which one are you talking
You
about?
talking about you know that gives you like the little false.
Oh, the little
follicles.
follicles and whatnot.
What? Oh yeah. What is
Until
that
you
stuff?
wash it out, and like, yeah.
It'll hold
Is it
in there until you
cancerous?
wash it out.
Nah, it's just on your skin for a long period of time, and
But what is it? Is it like a henna spray? Is it?
it's
like sprinkles.
yeah, it's just
Rogaine is cancerous. It makes your hair grow though, so that's why I'm asking.
Rogaine's a hormone thing. Anything that's dealing with hormones it's a bit dangerous. But I mean, Rogaine's been around for a while. They kind of know what they're doing, but you know, if you don't know what you're doing, you should definitely leave that alone. But as far as the hair follicle stuff, I mean, to my knowledge, it's made out of carbon for the most part. It's charcoal.
I got a
for
question.
lack of a better word.
Cool.
Have you applied any man units?
No. Nope.
Do you plan on applying man units?
No. No.
Why? That would be really nice for people who are balding, right?
Yes.
No.
It would
Oh.
be. But
I'm not pro man
I'm
unit.
not,
but
yeah.
Man unit.
And you can charge
It's a
them
man
good
weave.
It's a
amount.
fancy. It's a lace front for men.
They try to make it
Yeah,
more
like if
masculine.
they're balding
I
or
mean, you
they're
gotta make it sound a little
Why
more
wouldn't you jump
masculine.
into something like that?
Yeah.
There'd probably be some big
Man,
business.
imagine
don't
you
want
go
it
play
that- you
basketball,
don't want
that
that
shit leaning to
complicated
the
work.
left.
I'm
Somebody
not
foul
saying-
you
It's not-
hard.
I
No.
mean-
I'm not saying for him to get
Oh,
into it
man.
personally.
You know,
Yeah.
I
But I'm
mean,
saying
like
cutting it, like knowing how to do the procedures.
Well,
That
that-
pretty-
you
I
could
would think
teach the
that's some
class.
big money
That's
I
true.
could.
to do something like that. That would be big money to do something like
it
that.
would be big money to
on
do
that
something
side
like
of the
that.
game.
Yeah, but I mean,
Cause that's like movie stuff. Like you,
Maybe he doesn't
you
want
gotta
all
have
that
some
stress.
money
That's
to go
Steve
put a
Harvey.
whole.
That's Steve Harvey.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when you kick everybody at the barbershop
Facts.
and
Yeah.
pull the blinds down.
Exactly. I thought that shit was real until they told
Dog.
me it wasn't. I was like,
Everyone talked about Steve Harvey's edge, and I get
facts.
it.
We all did. We was
I
like,
get it.
boy, Steve Harvey clean.
That shit was CGI.
Damn.
yeah, man.
Shit
Yeah,
had me
man.
mad.
Nah, I mean,
Biggest
I
lie
don't,
ever.
I don't, you know, I don't try to go into too many lanes. I just try to keep it as simple as possible. That way I can, you know, get great at something opposed to just being good at everything.
Same to while we're doing the podcast. I ain't
Also,
doing nothing else
it would
right
be
now.
weird to have a bag full of just me.
Yeah, yeah.
Which one you want? You want the black
Nah, I
top?
don't know. I mean,
Cop,
if
come
I'm
up
getting
there
paid,
with that in your
if
back
I'm getting
seat.
paid to walk around with a bunch
Some
of
man weave.
lace fronts for guys.
What is that? A
Yeah.
bunch of spiders in the bag? This is man weave.
Yeah, man. You know, got some mutton chops in here, you know, just in case they, you know.
We
got
cut
some
off
hot
a little
fillers.
sample, put it in my little mixture, make sure this ain't no no
Right.
drugs.
All
I
that.
think you should just let it go.
Hey,
dog.
there was somebody who
Just let it
just
go.
got in trouble for like putting a pound of cocaine in their toupee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he put a lot. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
What
Yo.
was he
This shit was
thinking?
like-
I got that for the EX3 notification.
That's,
Oh my
That shit
God.
was weird, boy.
That was interesting. That was interesting.
He
Man.
wanted that, boy.
Now, he had a lot of pride because usually it has to come up.
Right?
You know, you
Like,
gotta
why
smuggle it in
didn't
a
he
different
smuggle
way.
in like
He's
a
like, I'm
better-
not putting that up
It's
there.
like, bitch, it's a flat top.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had white hair.
What were
He
they
had a comb
thinking?
over there.
They were
with his
thinking, I'm
thumb.
not finna put that anywhere else. Like,
Yo, it was
it's either
a
in my hair or
It was a
somewhere
whole
else. He has
banana
no other crevice
size
he wishes to
up.
put that in.
It was just so
Poor fella.
noticeable.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, G, what's in you?
Like, for real, guy?
What's in your
He
ass?
might have
Seriously.
been, you know, mentally challenged,
And
and
I
they
hope
made
so.
he do it.
I think that. I think he
appears-
passes as mentally
or
challenged.
maybe
For sure.
maybe let me play devil's advocate. Maybe he had it in his pocket or suitcase and forgot about it. He was already
He
in.
ran out of pocket space.
And
And
he ran out of ideas and he just went straight for the. See if I can get through this door. Boom, boom,
Yikes.
boom, boom.
I believe it. Life's that funny.
okay.
I've been in situations where you be like last minute calls.
Yeah.
You got to be.
I'm
you
gonna
got to
do
be
something
quick on-
that's gonna guarantee me to get.
'Cause
a
I
But
grew
you
up-
thinking quicker on your
I
feet.
grew up
You're not
watching
thinking about-
cartoons that made those kind of dumbass decisions, and I have a feeling that there's people out there who, you know,
Do you
somebody
think
had
they
to
copied
get
or
us.
didn't learn from those cartoons?
Oh, I don't think they seen them, or
Yeah.
they were too busy out doing the shit that they make cartoons about, evidently. So, why?
crap.
Yeah, I saw that, bro. That was That was amazing. That was amazing.
I would have just threw it in the trash.
Yeah, for sure.
You would have
then-
stayed and smoked it.
Nope.
And got the next flight.
No.
No?
I would have
Man.
threw it in
I
the
already
trash
stay in
and
the
just chalked it
bathroom
up
and-
as an L.
Yeah, that's the best way to go.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of some of it.
Anybody that has a mustache like that tends to make those. Did you see the guy's mustache?
No one has a mustache.
You understand what I'm saying? Nobody
You
does
should-
this like that.
You
But
should, like, wax your ends.
You don't like bite that shit on
I'm
accident?
ahead of you.
yeah.
I'm just waiting for this to feel on in.
What, you just waiting for my
And then I'm-
confirmation these
No, no,
days?
no, no.
I actually have mustache wax at the shop.
Yeah, I was,
Oh, he has
I
mustache
was
wax.
waiting
Style
for
your
this to fill
mustache
on
whenever
in,
you
and
come
then
in
I was
for
gonna
your
do this, and then
3-month
when I
check-in.
fight,
I know what you
I'm gonna
think.
do this.
He gonna do a mustache transplant.
Put him up. Put
He's
him up.
gonna style your mustache for you. He
There
has
you
the
go.
wax.
Yeah, man. Especially if you're gonna fight like that. Yeah, you need to walk around with a cameraman.
Man down. Man down.
Every time I'm thinking of
There you go.
just twisting it. Bam. I'm gonna be the new Mr. Robotnik in Sonic.
Sonic.
The Sonic remake.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck Jim Carrey.
I thought they made it already. Didn't they make a Sonic? Or
Yeah, but they had to redo it because
Yeah.
they fucked up on the CGI.
They
Oh, they
Yeah,
with
pushed it
Sonic.
back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they fuck up
fix-
on?
They
They had to
fixing the
remake
CGI
Sonic.
on it.
They
What's
remade
that?
Sonic.
Why they
The
remade
Sonic
CGI?
looks. Sonic
'Cause
looked
everybody
stupid.
else made a way better Sonic than
Really?
they did. Like way better.
Yeah.
Wow, what were
God.
they thinking?
Like,
Damn.
cause the Sonic that you remember what Sonic looked like.
Yeah.
Okay. So he looked like a 2019 version with the. He looked like he got like jogger pants on.
Yeah, skinny jeans on.
Yeah, skinny jeans on. Looked like he got skinny jeans.
The
on.
Like it's a
Man
fucking
crossed the
play on Broadway.
No. This is a movie.
If
was
yeah, I know I'm
dressed-
saying, but to have leggings in that on, that would look
Oh,
like
no,
a
no,
play
not
on
leggings.
Broadway. Or
He dressed like Lil
Nah,
Uzi.
he was a fully
Yeah.
animated
Dressed
character.
like Lil Uzi,
Yeah. It looked like a onesie.
He did the-
Yeah.
He did do a show.
That's
though.
my move.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
All my friends are there.
Oh, that guy.
Yo, a lot of people hate on it. He looked retarded as a motherfucker, but at the exact same time,
Yeah.
man make lit music. I
fuck with his
can't.
music.
I fuck with his music though.
Did you see what happened recently? Gunna tried to, you know how rappers bring other rappers out on stage?
Yeah.
So Gunna brought Lil Uzi on stage and the security tackled him.
What?
He's like fighting security, and he's like
He's so
telling-
little.
And Gunna had to come and snatch him away, and he's like pouting. It was hilarious.
He's
They didn't
that's
they didn't
funny.
recognize him, I guess.
But still, that's a like if you seen Lil Uzi
Yeah, he's so
up close,
distinctive. Yeah,
boy, he ain't nothing but a little 5 foot something.
he don't even look like a regular person. He's like, yeah, he has
Nah.
to do something.
He,
He
does
got
look
hands,
a little.
though. His
Because when he
hands are
first
talked
came out,
about.
I thought he was, long.
Why?
What does that mean?
Lil
know.
Uzi.
No, but,
I mean,
no.
never mind the little play on words thing, but it's Lil. Like,
But what I'm saying,
it's prefix.
but what I'm saying is,
Long Uzi Vert.
nah. You know how some of these guys will have Lil and then they won't be Lil at all.
No.
Like
Little flip.
Lil
He's
Flip
huge.
ain't.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he's
ain't
decent height.
small.
Yeah.
Lil,
Flip. Yeah, we count Lil Flip.
yeah, we count Lil Flip.
Yeah.
Man, put some
Lil-
respect on his name, bro.
Whoa.
Put some respect on his name. That's
Lil
that's
Wayne
Lil
is
Flip.
small.
Whip whip.
Whoa.
Lil Wayne
Put
is
respect
small.
on who's? Okay, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna
That's
Game over.
After what T.I. did to him.
That's fucked up.
Nah, I will respect Lil Flip. Man, I get it. Man.
Nah, he had his little run.
Yeah,
Nah,
Like,
he did his thing.
yeah,
I got it.
he did
Like
more
what,
than
what,
most.
what was that bar he had? I'll treat you like milk. I'll do nothing but spoil you.
Yeah.
That was next
Oh.
That was a
level.
nice. That was nice.
That was Little Flip. I didn't really
That's like
care.
that's like preschool battle rap.
I didn't
tell
really
you
care
what,
for
though.
his music. It
That
wasn't.
was a lit ass
It was
song.
He
commercial.
said
I
he
feel
wrote
like.
that song in the middle of like a Super Bowl halftime or something.
Dude.
And I was like, yeah, that sounds about 20 minutes worth of work. And he got a hit out of it though, so
Whatever,
can't-
girls
Dude,
was
his-
fucking jamming in that
His
song,
his
boy.
underground album cover, he dressed up as the Lucky Charms character.
And T.I. got him for it. And I was like, when
They
T.I.
feuded,
brought
right?
out the
T.I. and
point that
Lil
he
Flip.
had
Oh,
the
'cause
shoes.
They
Yeah, they
still
had a
said
beef.
King of the South.
Yeah.
When he had why did you have the shoes with the curly? And that wasn't even in the picture. That was interesting. I'm like, boy, you went all the way out. Boy, got some.
Game over.
And then rapping
Yeah,
about
damn
Flip.
show was a
Flip.
game over too.
I don't know.
Yo, he was lit in
That's huge.
Def Jam Vendetta. Yo, they
He was on Def Jam Vendetta?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
That's
I
disrespectful.
don't know what that
Ron.
is.
So somebody had to
No?
actually create
Oh.
him.
Something on
That's
TV.
fucked up.
No, it was
Like,
a
that
video
nigga
game.
career,
If
It's
like
that was
that.
my role, like you gonna have me create
like Street
Lil
Fighter, but with rappers
I
on
quit.
Def Jam.
Wait, maybe I played that before.
Yo, that game was fucking lit. They need to
Yeah.
remake. They just need to remake it. Stop. Don't
It'll
touch
be
no
hilarious.
buttons.
Could you imagine? Well, we already asked this question. Who would be on it? We
Yeah.
should do it again. Who would be good on Def Jam Vendetta? What rappers?
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
He
Just
get you
standing
with the
still,
shoulder?
he just
He
sitting
get
there,
you with
he
the
rocking the
shoulder?
shoulder. and
Oh
shit.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
He'd take off his purse and hit you with
Yeah,
it.
right.
Oh my god.
All my friends
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
He's probably a mortal character on there.
I think.
Right.
I think.
Cause you can't kill him. He's like, all my friends at that.
Yeah, he'll just be on the ground shimmering. But Young Thug might be an interesting one.
Young Thug.
He'll
one who wears
swoop
the
you with his
dresses?
skirt.
Yeah.
His skirt.
Yeah.
Well, he
Yeah.
tall.
Yeah.
He linky. So that's a good.
Or
His
Bad
fini-
Bunny,
his
he'll like
finishing
stick
move-
you with his nails. Bad Bunny gets
finishing
nails
move would be
done.
he'll kiss you.
Shit like that.
Suck a dick.
I don't
Lil Wayne will just shine you with his grill.
Yo, Lil Wayne would be a lit ass.
Yeah,
I
the
was so
skateboard.
pissed that he wasn't in the Def Jam.
What
game.
happened to his fucking
He wasn't on Def
dreads?
Jam.
He getting
getting
old,
old,
man.
bro.
It happens.
What
He
the
getting old.
fuck? Jesus
He
Christ,
died
he
on-
looked like a homeless person.
He died him a lot, and
They fell out.
no, he just died him a lot. That's what happens when you dye your hair way too much.
Yeah, it is a weird. Cause
Doesn't
usually
he
your-
know
your-
he's
your
he
hairline
has so
goes
much
kinda-
money? Shouldn't he
It's
know
like
the
has
best
a
of the
hairline,
best?
but up
He
here
knew
is-
what color he wanted.
Especially bleach.
Yo,
Bleach
did you
blonde.
see the CGI version of when his hair was off and they put more tattoos on him? Look just like Baby, like a skinnier version
Oh
of Baby.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
That started
Scary.
some questions
They-
like, dang, is that really your father?
Yo, he can be a resurgence if he cut his
Is it
hair and did
true?
that
Is it
he
true
can
that Baby
re-come
made
back.
him
one more time.
like prostitute himself or something like that?
Nah.
I remember on a documentary he said that something about Baby said for a girl to go and suck him off or whatever, and he was just like all for it or whatever. They kind of got in trouble for that. That was that. Remember that documentary?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that,
the
that's,
Carter-
that started
The
like
real
a
life?
controversy type thing.
Well,
Wait,
they
how
were
old
mad
was
about
he?
that in particular because that's like that's putting
A
Baby in
minor.
a situation. You know what I mean? Well,
Well,
like
how old was Lil Wayne when he did that?
I think he was 17, wasn't he?
nah, he
He had to be
way
like
older?
12 or 13.
9, 10.
What?
He had
Oh,
Lil Wayne when he
12?
was young.
Like
Wait.
yeah,
You think he tried to break his
Nah,
spirit
he
to
said he
make
was
him a
like
better
12 or
artist?
something like that, huh?
Think Baby tried to break his spirit to make him a better artist?
Nah,
Like when
nah.
you break somebody's soul like that and put them through things that like a regular kid wouldn't usually go
I think
through.
they were just in
it
the-
makes
Nah,
them
that's
more
just-
passionate, no?
Nah, this is what they came from. I mean, that shit crazy. Like when you
Yeah, I mean,
when
they're
you come
from
from
New
that, like
Orleans.
yeah, and then that life, that shit ain't nothing to be played with. Like they really be,
No, I
shooting
know.
heroin and
Mhm.
snorting and all this before the ripe old age of 15, bro. Yeah.
I got a lot of Birdman jokes, but I don't want him to come here and say put some respect on my
Nah,
name.
he's
so
pretty
I'm
serious.
just gonna hold him
He's
back.
pretty serious.
Right.
And I'm trying to
Oh.
sell. I'm trying to sell these beats too. So y'all.
I don't think we.
Wow,
big enough to
Surrey's
do that.
Surrey wants to join in.
Right.
Stupid whore. Get the fuck out of here.
Whoa, whoa.
No. NSA ain't gonna
Wait,
put
you
that
called
shit
her?
on my phone. No, she called me. She
Oh.
obviously is listening to us
Well,
right
you
now.
Need to leave her man alone.
Facts.
Ah,
Wait, you know what? They don't never have no men AI technology. It's
Yeah,
Siri.
he has
Yeah, they do.
the
Because,
British
like-
guy.
Cut.
No, I'm just Siri. Siri
Check it out,
genetically is a woman.
That's a woman's role to do
That's
what you
a
tell
But
them.
there's a guy's.
Wow. This.
She missed it.
Lee, I fucking heard
I'm
you.
joking.
Yep.
Trash
I ain't
bag.
gonna say no more woman.
You're a
jokes.
horrible boyfriend.
What are you talking about?
Podcast boyfriend. Remember, you're the podcast boyfriend.
But here's.
I got you tacos, so.
But here's the thing.
It's a man
have-
bought tacos.
When you have the phone, when they first introduced Siri, it was a woman's voice.
I thought it still was.
It
It
is,
is.
but you
Oh.
could change the option if you want.
Somebody complained.
Yeah,
It was sexist or something.
yeah.
Wow.
But the original one is the girl, and then
True.
you got Cortana. That's a woman.
Who's Cortana?
What about- Shouldn't-
Cortana is Windows, and then Amazon is Alexa.
Oh, is Amazon Alexa?
Yeah.
Guess I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they all got names. Yep.
Yeah, because they like for the women to slave over and do all the work.
Nah,
They like to tell bitches what to
You
do.
know what it is? Women are smarter, so that's who you ask.
That's true.
Facts.
Boom.
Facts.
So where
There
my
you go.
bitches at making all this technology?
'Cause we don't
and shit?
keep-
Where's our billion
As a
dollar
guy, I
deal?
don't keep no information. I just
Right.
delete it.
What's a man without a woman?
Fact.
Nothing. You don't even have a name without us.
My dad
Dun,
named
dun,
my dad
dun.
named me.
Yep.
Well,
And
your
I'm
mom,
a junior, so.
you came out of your mom's vagina.
Yeah.
Okay,
I thought we had this
assholes?
discussion.
Hey, guess who
before.
put us in there?
Yeah, but wave.
I didn't come out.
You need us more.
He's
'Cause
like, boom. Let me go.
Wow.
Let me just lay that bomb and go ahead and leave.
if wherever the sperm shoots, if it doesn't shoot in an egg
Yeah.
or a woman, it's not gonna be born. So, boom.
But
you
okay,
need,
Bam.
you need,
let me-
that, you need that
Dead.
sperm though.
Swallowed.
But here's the thing. Let me hit y'all with this knowledge. Let me hits blunt. Let me hit you with this knowledge.
All right.
All right.
Quoting memes.
It's gonna
It's
be
gotta
so
be deep.
shallow. Go.
If the Adam and Eve thing never happened, where would babies come from?
There wouldn't be no babies.
I'm saying we
We'd
have
be
to.
angels
we don't know what
and
would
Satan.
happen.
We have to procreate, right? So say if procreation is still going to continue, but Eve never ate the apple.
So you saying
Nobody ate the apple.
You saying the sin for eating an apple was child support?
Oh wow.
Without
No, that's how we tricked you into getting you to be here for the rest of your lives. Do whatever we
Nah,
say.
man, it's a beautiful thing.
But I'm
I
saying
know.
if that
man and
never
woman
happened,
together is a beautiful.
yes,
thing.
that's a beautiful thing. But
I
if
know.
that
especially
I
never,
love it.
especially when they
if
listen.
it never ever,
Oh,
I just say that to
Lee,
bother
I'm
you.
about to get over this table.
that to bother
Yeah,
you,
I bet.
if it never ever happened, if Eve never ate that apple, what would logically come to your head of where would babies come? Would the story
We would be asexual
thing
Nothing
come
comes
to
to
mind
mind.
then? Huh?
We'd be asexual creatures because there are such thing as asexual. They get pregnant on their own and give birth on their own.
I've never seen
So
That's an independent.
you
woman.
would be
that.
gone.
Is there a documentary for this one?
It's called test tube, baby.
Test tube
No,
baby.
look it up. You didn't learn it in science. You know,
Nah, we
one-celled
learned
organisms,
Yeah.
amoebas,
There's some
asexual.
organisms that
Yeah, there's some organisms,
but they don't.
I'm saying
they don't
for
advance
us.
like when you have a male and a female. Typically, the baby gets the best of both, and then you evolve each generation. Versus if you have, like what she was saying, asexual. The organisms that stay
Our
the
brains
same
are bigger now, right?
every generation.
Than they were before. Our brains are bigger now than they were before, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
making
we're
sure I'm
accelerating
on
at a
point.
faster rate, but we're also decreasing at a faster rate too, because we're so smart. Long as we got this motherfucker, once this goes away, boy, it's a struggle.
There
So
was a
It
comedian.
is a struggle.
There was a comedian. He's like, "How are y'all stupid in 2000 something? Y'all have the phone with Google. You can look up any answer you want. How are y'all failing school? You can literally look up your answers." And I was just like,
Yeah.
With that argument,
Wow.
why go to school?
Boom.
Facts.
I'm
"School
obviously
is
joking.
bullshit.
Facts.
I don't
That's
believe
how
in
you
No,
feel.
no,
school.
no. I'm
It's
no,
like,
I'm being
I
serious.
don't need to know
School
this.
is bullshit.
I'm being serious.
I'm just gonna.
You
not
need
pay attention.
basic. Give me basic, and then you need to be teaching. Here's the
So
thing.
you
I
know
think
how
you need to cut
build
it
with the
off.
community.
Think you need to cut off school about round. I'll say 7th.
No, we need
No,
to
no, no,
just
no.
teach.
Hold on. Hear me out.
the
Before,
right-
hold on before
Hold up,
before
man.
you jump in.
Yeah. You
Cut
gotta-
it off at about
gotta get this one
7th,
out.
and then get me ready for the from 7th on. Stop with the bullshit. This whisker plots and 4 methods. Stop all that bullshit. I haven't used that ever.
SATs.
I haven't used that. Teach me balance my checkbook, how to do my taxes, the stuff that I'm actually touching right now.
So you don't-
401k, give me all of that. You didn't teach me that, and I'm struggling.
Do
You
you
didn't
value
teach
the?
us the
Do you
system.
value like math and science?
Yes,
That's where we get our
that is
engineers.
Other than
I
the
would say
basics,
that's
no.
important. I would say that is important.
I think we learned too much about European history. To be
The
honest.
basics,
But
though.
history, we don't need. I mean, it's
Keyword
good to know
European.
about history, but
We don't want to know about y'all.
what?
But
You
Oh,
come from?
I know.
You're half
I don't
white,
claim
Lee.
it though. I'm joking.
Well, whatever. You're Muslim.
I'm joking.
But on a serious note, all this information I just said, we got none of it. If you
At
went
the
to a
same-
public school, you got none
At
of
the
it.
same time, though, a lot of it is choices. Like, I can teach you how to be financially responsible. It's not gonna. That's your decision if you're financially responsible.
What
or
about
not.
meditation, education, and open-mindedness? That needs to be taught. Spirituality, not fucking religion.
What is spirituality? As in what?
Like just knowing oneself.
Believing in ghosts?
Energy.
Sure.
That is a personal opinion. But you
I'm
know,
not. I'm not really
we
on
need
that
to be
spiritual
aware.
stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why you're unhappy.
How am I unhappy? I make jokes all the time. That's hilarious.
'Cause
I feel like
you-
everybody should get the same opportunity as the private schools. We should get that. Like the public schools should have that same opportunity.
we should be helping
Whether
each other.
whether they take the information, then
I don't
that's
know.
on you.
I don't know.
If
but
you don't take it, if I'm teaching it and you
Are
don't
they
take it,
teaching-
that's your problem.
I don't know what they
But
teach
look,
in private
though, you
school.
know where they put it at?
Yeah.
It's on Google. You can get all this shit on Google. Everything you
Yeah,
talk about, you
but
get on
these kids-
Google.
these kids,
And if you
especially
need a
under us-
visual, you can get it on YouTube.
Yeah,
Especially
but
under us,
even
they
the
know
kids
that.
that's going to
Everywhere,
private school ain't gonna just go to Google by
A
themselves.
lot of those kids are dumb
you
as
gotta,
fuck too.
you gotta start the process. Of course, school is. I feel like school is necessary, but at the same point, I don't think you should just go 12 years
At
of
the
the
same
same
time,
bullshit.
you can't teach somebody to pay their bill on time. If you make $2,000 a month and you
Yeah,
spend
but if you keep
$3,000,
everybody's
Yeah, you can if
endorphins
That's your fault.
going,
No. Yeah, you can
Positive
if you teach them how to
actions.
save and do certain things. You can teach
if
them.
people were
I think
happy,
it's
they
more
would
of the.
do all this
I think
stuff.
it's more of the person versus the teacher, because we all been taught to do a lot of things that's right, and we've been taught to not do certain things. But there's things that we still did a lot of things that we were taught not to.
Okay, let's go back in time when it was just tribes in a jungle.
Mhm.
They stuck together. They built a
They
community.
had wars too. They murdered each other also.
Yeah,
and
for
rape.
the survival of the
Each other.
fittest.
Huh?
But for survival of the fittest. But you know,
I didn't mean to crush your argument. Go ahead.
fuck.
But also at the same time,
Shit,
they
drop
at
a little
least
bolt on that
no,
point
they
right
still
there.
at least had you like say if we was all in a tribe, we're all
It was
three
more
guys.
communal. I get what you're saying.
But no, not
No,
like
it's
that.
Now
but
we're
what I'm
just
saying
killing
is,
each
like,
other.
Like if
Hurting
we
each
was
other.
going to test who's going to be the mightiest out of us three, we're going to be put to that test
Right.
instead of, oh, because you guys are a lot bigger than I am, I'm just going to go out in the fucking field. No, give me the same fucking test. You don't know how fucking strong I am. You don't know who I am. I can be the craziest person in the group, and
I
then
wouldn't,
you don't know. You can't put it past anybody, whether you big or small.
Whoa, I don't know if anybody gave a damn like that for real about who was the mightiest. I mean, people just want to eat. And
No,
have
but I'm
sex
going with
and,
her
go to bed and do it
terminology
again
as
tomorrow.
far as saying tribal. But today's time, it's put against you, whether you rich or you poor.
you're saying life is unfair.
It's like, give me the same test as the rich kids. Like, you're giving them so
You
much
know,
of a head
a lot
start
of-
that I don't even get the
a
chance
lot
to
of
get
times,
up there.
a lot of times, education is overrated. A lot of times, these people grow up with certain networks. That's how they advance. A lot of these kids are dumb as fuck too. They're not that smart.
But I was listening to
Some of them are smart.
But I
though.
was listening to that on a podcast and was saying that the kids in private school, all it is just them networking, and they keep
right.
Yeah.
and then they're
I'm
just
growing
building
up-
themselves up.
I'm next
and
to
all
look-
we're doing on the bottom end here is just going to public school and hopefully we
I
get
mean,
a
think about it.
education.
Like, my parents don't have no money. The kid I go to school with, his parents don't have no money.
Right.
They don't have no opportunities. I don't have no opportunities.
Right.
At this other school, his dad owns a business. His
Right.
other dad owns a business. This person do that. They network, blah, blah, blah. A lot of times they graduate, they have jobs, they have careers lined up. When I graduated, I was terrified. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do.
Yeah.
I didn't want to graduate.
Really, you
I was
like
like, can
school?
I stay? No, I'm just saying, just the ideal
pressure.
of going into the real world
Really, that
and
scared
wanting
you?
to make money. When I was in high school, yeah,
I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there.
I wanted to get out, but I'm just saying, just the reality is of I knew I wasn't going to a college to become a doctor.
Did you know what
It
you
was-
always wanted to do?
I always wanted to do music, so. But still, music.
here you are.
It's like it's a gamble type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Not
like-
if you promote and market and stay productive the right
Yeah,
way.
but that's still a gamble.
I'm
It's
saying-
still the biggest
Go
gamble
to
in the world.
California and be
You-
a starving artist if you love it.
I'm saying, just, you
Nobody
still got
wants
to be
starve.
realistic. You know what I
Nobody
mean?
wants to starve.
Starving actually gives you more energy.
Yes, you
Yeah.
go.
It does, but
When you call
But-
it fasting, it does. But when you just hungry as
Right,
shit because you're broke,
when you die of
What
it.
do you mean? Then you want it even more. You're like, I'm hungry. and then you just
I
throw
feel you.
yourself in
I
front
feel
of
like
people.
it depends
A lot of
on
bad decisions
how
come
you
from
look
that
at.
mindset, I'm telling you.
Sometimes.
I feel like it's how you look at that hunger. If you look at the hunger as like I'm hungry
If
and
it's
I
a
need something to eat,
choice, you choosing not to eat versus you can't eat. That's a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of been there too. So.
no, not like that. I'm saying like when you're trying to like you doing music, it's a gamble, right?
Right.
So, would you taking that big leap, you taking that big risk,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be the biggest reward that you can get.
Right.
But on the opposite end, it could be the biggest mistake that you ever had in your life too. But at the same time, like maybe
It's safe. It's high risk, high reward versus something safe. A lot of times, safe is what you don't want to do. Is boring, and you're kind of a living dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Working all these hours. Yeah, you might be
Good term.
compensated, but
well, okay, well,
you're not alive. You know.
okay,
what
I'm saying is like when you
Point
look
right
at that
there.
type of hunger, like you're hungry to come to the top. You're trying to get to.
Oh,
that
I didn't know you
right?
were talking about that type.
No,
of
no,
hunger.
no.
I was talking about
Yeah,
living.
motivation.
Yeah,
I'll talk about
being
the food.
starving makes you more.
But-
It gives you more energy because and motivation to.
But that's a
achieve
limited
your goals.
But that's a limited time though. You can't go hungry for too long.
Right.
Yeah,
of course,
of
you're
course,
gonna
'cause
go.
then you're
You're
gonna
gonna
fuck shit
starve
up.
and then you're gonna die.
Or your mentality would turn
So
too
if
savage.
that pressure
Start eating
stays
bath
on
salts
for
and
so
shit.
long and you still haven't made it, eventually you're just gonna.
The
quit
great
and just
people
get out.
put that pressure on themselves even when they
Right.
haven't. They
Right.
have food.
right.
There's people that wake up every day at 4 o'clock and they don't have to. They
Right.
get all their work done by 8 a.m. by 10 a.m.
Right.
And these people are highly successful. They have a lot. They're just different.
That's what it takes though.
They're
At the end of
different.
the day, it takes a
Sometimes.
different kind of grind. Like I mean, every
Oh.
once in a while, stuff gets put in people's lap
Yeah.
because of certain situations. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's about
You still gotta
just
push that.
getting up every single day and doing what you need to do. And that's it. Like if you get up every day and grind, and make sure you ask the right people and try to like converse with the right people that can give you some good advice, and just to make sure you're not running around in circles, you know what I mean? But if you get up every day and bust your ass, like you're gonna have something to show for it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta do it though. A lot of people feel like they grinding and they're really not. They're just working really hard to get attention for somebody to put something in their lap. Like you can't wait on somebody to do something for you. You got to get up and get it on your own. Like I don't know too many rich people and I know rich people. Like I know a few. I cut a few rich people, and I don't know not one lazy rich person. Like that shit ain't real. Like
'Cause
nobody
now-
makes
'cause-
money.
There's more.
Because the
Yeah.
reason why
Yeah.
they're not lazy is because now that clock is on you. Like, I mean, you do kind of feel a little bit of security when you're working a regular job because you got something. As long as you don't,
It
you
turn-
don't
I feel
stay
like
out of
it
bounds.
turns you brain dead.
Yeah, it does.
It's like
but
Walking Dead.
but at the same time,
Right.
a lot of people stay comfortable because as long as you don't stay go in this area
getting a
and don't get in
paycheck,
there,
you're
you're getting a paycheck and you
getting a
Gucci.
paycheck. You don't have
But
to think.
once you start working for yourself,
Right, it's totally.
it's
different.
almost like playing an old school Mario game. The screen moving. The screen is moving. You can't go back. You going forward.
Yeah.
You
You can
can't move
sell.
back.
You can sell 3 beats. You can sell 10 beats.
Yep.
But you gotta sell something. You don't want to go 2 days in a row. You don't sell nothing.
Right.
So that's just any business, like whatever, like you're cutting heads. You know what you have to do, and then of course you got to do more because there's gonna be a day where you don't get that 5 haircut. You don't get those 5 beats.
Because you
So
got the opportunity to
you
just
gotta-
cut out
every
and
day
just
you
go
trying
on
to
a
get
vacation.
as much as you can.
He can go on vacation at any point in time. He can leave his shop. He can be sick at any point in time. Nobody's gonna be amiss, but only himself is gonna fuck his own business up.
Yeah, at
by
a
doing
job
that.
you can just show up. You still gonna get paid. You don't have to do the work.
Right.
You just gotta show up.
But
if
at
he
the end
don't
of the
show
day-
up,
Sometimes you cannot show
he
up.
ain't getting no work.
You
He
cannot
ain't got no
show
money.
up.
But at the end of the day, what I realized in working in, retail and a few other places, the one thing about it, if you want to like come up in life, if you're working for other people or you working for yourself, no matter what, you have to put forth the same exact effort. You can't take no sick days if you think you're gonna be a supervisor one day at
That's
your job
true.
and one day a manager and
True.
maybe a
Unless you
general
in,
manager.
unless you in good with certain people, which I've seen.
And
Some
even
people,
if
some
and
people know how
you
to
know
get.
what's gonna happen in that, they're gonna hold that shit over your head, and then that they're
I
gonna
know
be the
people-
ones that's
I know
gonna play them
people-
games.
I know
with
people
you.
that don't give a fuck, and they've
Yeah.
managed to get liked by the right people, and they're doing good. And
Now
they
that
didn't work
happens.
half as hard.
And
Yeah.
that happens, and
Yeah.
and
But
that's
that's
that
a
whole
talent, and when you look back, it's almost like, damn.
But that's politics too.
Yeah.
And every day they got up, instead of putting work in actual work, they put in work in the politics. You know,
Which is a
and
part of life.
It's definitely a part of life, and it's definitely a part of working in a job. And if you think you're not playing politics,
Yeah.
and you think you're gonna
I'm
go
s- I'm
anywhere,
sorry
you got
for
life
you.
all the way fucked up. Unless you're working for yourself, because then you're working for yourself. But yeah, you got to play all them games, and you got to put forth the exact same effort to be up in the world. Like to be up to nine. When I say up, I mean to the point where, like, if the world came to an end, or your world came to an end, and you couldn't work for like a month or 2 or 3 or 8, and you just looking around like, damn, I can't work. Oh well, let me go see if I can find another job here and there. But it's not a problem. Like, if you can
Right.
work, you
That's
know
where
what I
you
mean?
wanna be.
Like, that's kind of where you want to be. You got to have that cushion so you would be able to, like, you know what I mean? And when you got that, that's why a lot of certain people will have that cockiness or that entitlement when they go to work, and it's like, man,
I don't need this bitch.
I really don't need this job, like y'all, and that
Dude.
that stops people from treating you a certain way. But to get there, it takes the exact same effort it takes to be successful in your own shit. So, I mean, for me, that's kind of what made me like say, fuck all that, and let me just, cut hair and do my thing on my own.
I feel you.
That shit gotta be lit. Gotta be seeing his ass in the morning. You should be
Yeah.
eating a sandwich or something. Some oodles and noodles.
Yep.
Oh, I'll get you in a second. Hold on.
Boom.
Man, I
And
need me a
go.
job like that. I can't
I
curt
think
worth
it's
shit.
important to take time to yourself. Like, there's
It is.
people who wake up every day at 4 a.m. and do this and execute the day, but at the same time, it's like they overwork themselves.
But see,
sometimes.
I don't
think
have
Not
a problem
necessarily.
waking up at 4:00 in the morning.
I just
every
think
morning.
different-
It's because
different
I have
things.
to. 'Cause
I mean,
work a
different ways
regular
work
job.
for different people.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Like, I personally, I'm not the type of person that's gonna wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, do this, and that. No, like, I'm gonna get what I need done, and I'm also gonna enjoy my time, take time to myself. Like, some people just work and work and work, and they never really enjoy life. So you're creating this masterpiece, but not even enjoying it or the time that you're taking to create it.
And that's very important
Yeah.
to enjoy yourself and take the time and take the vacation and take.
Mhm.
That's very
I've-
important.
I've
Very
actually read that if you think you will succeed, however you think you will succeed. So I'm the type of person I want to enjoy my time, take my time in certain things, but work towards and build and yada yada yada. There's some people that think
Right.
they need to work 3 jobs
can
to
do
make
both.
this
It's
much
about being
money and
It's about
succeed
being
here and there.
efficient.
Yeah.
Like, some people
Boom.
wake up
There
at
it is.
4 and they're done by 8. Like, I saw a
Yeah.
Vlad TV interview. He said
Yeah.
he wakes up, he smokes weed, and he's done by 8 o'clock. He has a
Boom.
rest. When you have that in you,
Yeah.
when I have to get this done. Those are
Yeah.
the people who are successful. They
Well,
get
For
that
sure.
shit done.
More
and
important
than
then
what
you
after
said,
that, it's
though.
whatever else.
What you said with the efficiency, that's
Right.
where it's at. So when you do go on the vacations, I mean, understand where we at right now.
Mhm.
It's 2019.
Mm.
Bruh, you go on vacation, you're networking.
Yeah.
You go on
All the
vacation,
time.
you take your you time, your me time and whatnot, and what winds up happening with that is that's something for your Snapchat. That's something for your, and
That
it's
is
something
true.
Yeah.
that you can always use that to build. And then the fact that you went there, that's a talking point for
Yeah.
certain people. You know what I mean? So like your experience itself, you got to be able to use that and keep that in mind and think about that and try to figure out how to take those experiences and better your life, because at the end of the day, everything's relative, right? So you got to use everything that you got to get I mean,
Right, right.
the only thing you can use to get where you want to get in life is what you got. and your experience is a part of that. And if you enjoying yourself and doing
That's what I
things
was
that you
gonna say.
need, you gotta be able to
It's
utilize
dope
that.
if your job is what you love. You know what I mean? That's cliche, but
Boom.
you know what I mean. So that's you don't have to set your alarm. You don't have to force yourself. You don't
I
have
mean,
to
I want to be
write
like,
everything
I
down.
wish I could wake up every day at 5 o'clock, go work out, do this. But it's like, that's just not
Right,
in
everyone's
me
different.
or not right now. But
Yeah.
I feel like when
not
people
for
put that
everybody.
out there, it does work for them. And I think they actually get things done a lot faster, say. But I don't want people out there to think that that's the only way to be
Right.
successful. Like, if you're
No.
determined, you're
As long
determined.
as you taking care
Whether
of
There's
it's
people
like
that
you-
are fucking sleep all day,
Yeah.
and then as soon as the night, boy, they get their grocery
I start
shopping, they
working
get
at-
fucking,
at 12.
you know, business done online on their phone while they doing shopping, middle of the night, and then be back in bed before break.
Right.
I'd be like, damn, nigga, and
I
they
mean-
successful too. It's
long
not
as
a
There's no
necessarily a time frame.
set point
Right.
schedule for nobody
As
to
long
do
as you're
nothing.
getting it done.
As long as
It's
you're getting
just
it done.
setting the time and then going to go
Yeah,
get it
between
done.
here and here, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I'm getting this done, and that's that. If I get interrupted, I'm getting back to it. I'm getting it done. Because
Facts.
every day you don't do this, and another day you don't do that, and those two things pile up, and they pile up, and they pile up.
Yep.
And
I think the most important part about succeeding is having the right people around you, too, because I realized. What?
No, I was agreeing.
Oh, I always knew what I wanted to do. I'm
Case in
finally
point, the
getting
Ex3
to.
podcast. Plug.
I'm finally getting to one of my biggest goals, which is expanding into a facility. But before, when I was just no, not the plantation, the activity spawn salon. I realized the people I was hanging out with, they just wanted to hang out and drink and smoke and party and then go to work, and it's like I can't do that anymore. So like I can't hang out with people who aren't
maybe you should have a party
I
salon. You know
cannot.
what I mean?
I cannot hang out with people
Snort coke
who
and get a massage. Yeah.
they're not gonna stay relaxed for that. It's like snort coke and do Zumba, bitch. No.
I'm not going that far.
But yeah, now like and people
Stop at that
listen,
though.
people think I'm a bitch for it. They think like, oh, you just want me to be your slave, or you want me to do this and that, or you're a bitch, and it's like,
You want
this
all
is what it
vacation.
takes to be a boss. This is what it takes to run shit. This is the same thing. These are the same things I had to do. Like, if you want to be a part, you tell me you want to, reach similar goals as I, and I'm trying to show you something, but. Like, I just can't hang out with people like that. You're either on the same page as me and you want to build, or you don't.
Yeah.
You either
Because
have
they'll
the
be telling you
motivation or
shit
you
like,
don't.
why you
They
work so
wanna
hard, and
build.
blah, blah, blah.
But they don't want to do the work.
Right,
Nobody
right,
wants
right.
to, like, nobody wants to work for real. Like, that's not a thing. That's
But the thing is that what
Yeah.
I'm building, it could help them expand into being their own boss.
But
And that's what you get to. Like, they,
They
don't
can't
even
even-
want to do
they
that.
can't
They
even
don't
be
but
a
wanna
nobody
work.
wants to work
don't
They
though.
can't even be a worker. They can't.
Nobody.
Be a
Only people who want to work are the people who realize that you have to, and
I
most
mean-
people don't think that. Like most people don't think you really have to work.
It
If
just
I-
At
depends
the
on
end of
the
the
kind
day,
life you
though,
want.
If I
think-
could, I would be doing this podcast 5 days a fucking week.
Right, and
Yeah,
I,
this
and I
thing
guarantee
booms
you,
and tomorrow
I
I'll be
guarantee
like,
you,
yeah,
you
okay,
put in
let's
the work necessary to make this shit like go like that. And by the time everybody start paying attention to it, like for real,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen is people gonna think that you're not working. But the work that it's gonna take for this shit to like
Right.
really take off, and nobody's
Yeah.
gonna
I'm
care
patient.
about that. Yeah, you
We
are.
just having
but
fun.
what I'm
Fun.
saying
He's
is,
saying that they ain't gonna see you.
they're not gonna see that, so they're just gonna assume that they can do what you're doing
Yeah.
without putting in any work. Most
Right.
people, that's how fantasies.
Then they
work.
don't know how
People
to
think that
get the
Especially
people,
rappers,
group the
though.
people
Oh.
together, the right people.
the lazy rapper, bro. That's what we call it in the barbershop. The lazy
Oh, yeah,
rapper is the
yeah.
the number one fantasy.
They
Of
think 'cause
Album
got
coming
all
out
time.
soon. Album coming out soon, bro.
Everybody wants to be a lazy
3
rapper.
years later, album
like,
coming out
wow.
soon.
a dumb amount of money, a dumb amount of jury just because you
Yeah.
talk about it, and that's the only thing you really do. But at the end of the day, there's no such thing as a successful
or they invest into
lazy
the
rapper.
materials instead of their actual career.
Yeah.
That really baffles
The
me.
clothes. They will
You have
spend a
people
whole
getting these
$200 on the
Like
clothes.
cars and
Nah,
And
that's
won't
clothes.
put no money in the SoundCloud.
Even Lee does it. He
They
has a
won't put
Beamer.
no money in the iTunes link. They
Lee?
won't put no money in the
Take me for a ride,
promotion.
Lee.
Huh?
Yeah.
Take me
None.
for a ride.
You know why? Because that's
Anytime.
work. and nobody wants to work. Everybody wants to be a lazy rapper. That's just how that go. But you know what a lazy rapper got? Beamers, Bentleys, Benzes, and everything else you can think of
Their
in a
shoes,
dream
their
because that's the only
jewelry.
place they exist.
And then they live in this like shitty ass little space. Like I've seen some people
yeah.
that like, they invite you to their house like after party and they while out at the clubs and then you go to their house and it's just like, you live here?
Yeah.
Like
They're
you dress
probably-
so
probably
nice and
drug
do this
dealers.
and that. Yeah.
Well,
It
no, I
takes-
mean,
sometimes it takes real money to get a
And
house.
he's
You
taking
gotta have credit
us
and
to the
shit.
trap house? Damn it.
sometimes. I mean,
All right.
if there's a mattress on the floor,
Nah, I haven't been in
But
one
guess
of
what
those
though?
since I
Guess
was a
what though?
teenager.
He got you to his house.
That's
He won.
gangster.
I'm talking about a group of people,
He
okay?
won.
It wasn't just
he
me
still
by
won.
myself.
It wasn't
then he
not-
gave you
didn't
that
win like
Hennessy.
that, but he won.
He gave you that
because
Hennessy and
he
Plan
got
B
the
in the
after
morning.
Lee,
So
your
who-
mom should have swallowed you, Lee.
I'm joking.
Hot girl summer. Let's go ahead and hit into these
what a segue.
videos or Ex3 notifications. I'm gonna get some buttons. Next show, I'm getting some buttons. We're gonna have sound effects on this motherfucker. Yo, this shit is yeah. Dude working broke ass. Girl working the same spot. Strong and
What do you
independent.
gotta say about that, Roxanne? Is that true or no?
No, because I think it's all about the way you manage yourself. I've seen some shitty women working at, places like that, and shitty men. And then I've also been in the drive-thru at Burger King, and the dude is like super happy, like, "Hi, how can I take your order?"
This what I want to say.
And I think it's amazing.
A guy working, let's say, fast food, it's like he's gonna look down on. A woman working at fast food.
No, I'm looking
she
down-
won't let me finish. Yeah, I was just building up so automatically. Now I gotta start over. A man working at fast food
Thunderbolt
is he's looked down on. A woman working at fast food, she doing what she gotta do. Blah blah blah. She ain't letting nobody take care of. Blah blah blah. That's what I get from that. I think there's some truth.
She taking
I think
care of
there's
3
some-
kids.
Nah,
You don't think so?
if
Put
any
the
of y'all are
stamps
working at
down.
McDonald's,
Put down
I'm put
the
this-
I'm
stamps.
putting both of y'all down because like
Oh,
you could do
no,
better than
no,
that.
don't do that to
Don't
him.
do that.
Nah, fuck that. Like,
See?
if you
What
work
about
at
a woman?
McDonald's,
Sister
you have a
Chandra?
certain kind of mentality, unless
No.
it's just for a small period of time. But most of those people,
Nah, you can't.
whatever.
Say
Nah.
Nope.
Nah, that's not true.
That's
why.
I say that because
Fine. Let me be ignorant. damn it.
no, but
that.
like
No, we ain't saying you. I'm just
McDonald's,
disagreeing.
like if you bust your ass just like anywhere else, you can come up. Like they got a McDonald's university. Like you can do a lot of things for McDonald's, and a lot of people don't realize that. But
Well,
in
when
all
they can't
actuality,
Well, if you move up and go corporate,
When they can't
Yeah.
even get the order right, most of them,
We're
come
not talking
on.
about
but you
that.
know what's
We're
gonna
just talking
happen?
about-
Those people who can't get the order right can still get paid and be as smart as they were today as they are tomorrow.
They're making
and the next
McDonald's
day.
look even worse. That's
Well,
what
it's
it
okay
is. They're
because you know
making
what's
them
gonna
look-
happen. They're gonna get a little menu for everybody, like they do at Wawa's, and you'll never have to worry about that shit
Roxanne,
again.
you're being a jerk right now.
No, that's
Alright,
gonna happen.
woman
but,
hater.
Nah.
I
But
love
as
women.
far as the
Uh,
comment, I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Yo, I looked these up
I like those.
because
I
I saw
want some.
I'm getting me some.
Buy me some. I want the
LA
gold
Gears.
ones.
Y'all remember LA Gears,
Hell
son?
yeah.
And
Oh,
they
they
still
hot.
light up.
What,
Yo,
they
I'ma
light
be
up?
fresh on the clean.
Oh my god.
Bruh,
no,
I'ma
I
be
was never into
clean.
sneakers. I wear
I'ma
heels.
walk in the
That's a
club
long-
with
that's a long-
confidence.
That's before your time.
And be like,
Well,
y'all
I
can
like them.
I'm gonna walk up in the club. He gonna be DJing that night. Y'all be like, y'all can shut the lights off. I got
Man,
all the
that's-
power
that's-
y'all need.
That shit look
Don't
like
do
Ha!
that shit look like Iron Man shoes, dog.
You
oh,
facts.
there you go.
What,
Facts.
what color
yeah.
did they light up though?
Look like they stole
Like
them off a
white?
trophy.
What color?
No, right here.
Oh, I see it. Oh shit.
They were the
Wait,
original.
do the gold ones light
They
up
had
too?
it so you could pull the lights out when they would die out and put it and replace
Yeah,
them.
Whole dude
these
was
do.
doing
They were like Nikes back in the day. They were right
what
up there.
happened?
Shit falls
that.
off.
Nike.
Yeah.
That
They were-
was
they
that.
were
that
right
they're
Michael
so
Jordan
much
happened.
better.
LA Gears were-
Michael Jordan happened,
I
that's
remember
what
Michael Jackson was in a pair and he was doing the
Dang.
the part.
Why do the gold always have to be more expensive? Those are the ones I want.
$10? Yeah, you pay that little bit for
I'm
gold.
cheap.
I want you to wear those so I can make fun of you.
I will wear them. Wait, so you were making fun of them?
Yeah.
I really
would.
like
Yo,
them.
they got a few pairs in there that look like Jordans, you would have thought they were.
You man said they
Well,
look like
those
Jordan.
knockoffs.
I don't
That's a
care
good
what
thing.
brand it is. I'm gonna make
Shut
it
up.
look good.
Call those knockoffs.
Either they are or they aren't.
That's why you
You
guys
can't
don't. You
close
guys don't
his
have.
face.
You guys don't even have any style.
I got
and
more
you're-
style than you.
What?
You see what I
Lee?
got on my feet?
I'm the hottest one in the family. Okay, you see my style? What you got a drunk neck on right now.
I don't want to roast you.
Don't do it.
I'm joking. Nah, you're always stylish. You always look good. I give you your props.
Oh, so you're
All
looking
right.
at me?
This shit gotta stop.
Never
Jewish
seen you
rabbis have now infected 14 babies with herpes
God.
after sucking their pee.
What?
That's a Jewish tradition for some reason.
It's in the top.
Yeah.
I don't know the details. No, they.
Why would they do that?
No,
It's the, you
Nuh-uh.
said that's a
It's
religion.
their
You said
thing.
that?
No, they don't.
no.
Yeah,
it
they
is.
circumcise the children by
And then they
biting
kiss
it
it,
off,
right?
and then they suck the blood off. Yeah,
This is real.
yeah,
This is real. Right now.
yeah.
Get this off the fucking trend. That is like child molestation all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah, that is.
Yep.
Who was the first person to do this shit, and who was the second, and who was the third?
The Holocaust needs to come back.
Seriously, dog. Like,
Yo, this
Oh.
is fucked
how
up.
did,
Whoa.
when is that?
We about to get killed.
Yeah, you got to apologize.
you got
They should-
now.
Hitler has returned.
Whoa.
What the fuck? No, they're sucking baby dick. That's fucked
They've
up.
always done that.
They've
No,
done it.
that's sick.
It's,
That was probably the real reason he went after all.
We
Alright,
gotta,
chill,
we,
chill.
we
Oh,
gotta,
man,
we gotta,
we can't.
we gotta rest in
Yeah,
peace.
Oh my god.
No, you
DOP,
lying.
hold it down.
You lying. Not the prophet. Not the honorable.
Yeah.
Pimp
Barely.
Squad click.
Barely.
You lying.
Click, hold me down.
Why isn't this on the news,
Pimp
dog? Like,
down.
What
Pimp in
happened?
distress.
we gotta have a moment of silence, dog.
Murdered.
I
Oh
need
shit! I just read that.
I need
no.
a moment. I need a moment.
Man, hold up, man. That's a
No,
Facebook
why
post
would
with,
they-
with Fox 4 in the corner. I don't believe it.
She the one that said barely, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Barely alive.
Moment of silence.
Oh my god, Lee, you're just as horrible.
I'm joking. What happened? She got in a car accident?
Nah, she
No,
got
in
murdered
prison.
Murdered in prison, man.
Well, I'm saying she can't see, so I.
She can't
Nah,
see.
honestly, all jokes to the left.
yo.
Rest in peace.
Thank God I'm not the only one. I am not one. High five, Lee. High five. Death jokes.
Rest in peace.
This is what I got on my team, boy.
Wow.
I don't know who I got.
Rest in peace to Donna and the Jews.
Oh, man.
Holding it down.
What
I
the fuck?
wonder how she got that black eye.
Same
Oh.
way she got the black guy.
He's like,
Shit.
bitch,
This is.
we're going to the fucking shoot.
this is
He
hilarious.
Where you
said.
going?
He said.
Remember
I'll-
this day for the
He
rest of your
said I'll
life.
stay, but boy,
Do you blame him?
Damn.
I ain't staying. You can't. That's your rest of your. Come
His
on, dude.
grandma was black, okay? It skipped a generation.
That's some rock.
but look, he happy. He got his stress out. He
He's
got
like,
his stress
yeah,
out.
fuck that bitch. Wow.
You think he's happy?
Yeah, he taking a picture. Why would
Everywhere
you do
he
that?
goes.
Why would you do that? You would leave.
Everywhere he goes.
You would leave right away. You wouldn't go. You wouldn't go after the fact, after punching her in the eye, and then go do this picture.
I can't believe anybody even
So
took
you
their
had
photo.
time to cool down and thought about this
But
and be
let
like,
me
you
be
know what?
devil's advocate.
I'm sorry about this, and she was probably like, you know
must
what?
have got,
I deserve.
She must have
that.
got
must have
double
said.
penetrated because that's a black ass baby. That's past mulatto.
That's too funny, bro.
That's neighborhood sperm, dog. That's
That's
why.
neighborhood
That's
sperm.
you got like 10 daddies. in one.
Yeah.
I mean, her name looks like it's Becca.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah, it does. She does look like a Becca.
Becky.
Uh huh.
She should have put on some makeup or something.
She probably did.
Well, her skin is so white.
But let's
I
be
mean,
real though. Like, how do you do that? Like,
Why would you even take the picture?
it's like no pride.
That's that whole.
Because
He
he
gotta
probably still
explain.
loved
She said
her.
She wouldn't press
He
charges.
probably still loved her
If he stayed-
and was still going, you know what? We gonna get
Nah,
continue
she
on.
needs somebody
but
to
you
buy
gonna get
Pampers.
this fade though.
She needs somebody to buy Pampers.
Yep.
That too.
But honestly though, like, that's a deal breaker.
he said you gonna catch this fade though. I'm staying.
Some guys
but
stay
you
with
gonna
It's
women
one
after they
thing
have
to cheat.
babies.
It's another thing to always be reminded. And other people always, they're going to have that look. They're like, oh, that's your baby? Okay.
I've
did
heard
you
of
guys
couples.
adopt? Never get away
we ain't
from it.
adopt.
There are couples that they ended up
Maybe-
cheating and getting
Oh.
pregnant, but ended up staying together.
Did the baby?
Yeah, that's.
But it's kind of hard
Yeah,
when the
imagine
baby.
going
I
up
mean,
and
they
down.
were
hard part
white.
is
The baby.
You can't
They were
hold
white.
that shit over.
Only white people do.
The baby's
shit like that.
already
that's
a
not true.
reminder.
That's Tyler
Here's the
Perry's
crazy part.
situation.
The baby
True.
is already a
Yeah.
reminder.
True.
The baby is already a reminder. So I feel like whoever had the
What, a
the-
reminder that everybody's human?
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's the
Yep.
constant reminder.
I
But the
know.
other person should not hold it over their head.
I would have just left because I wouldn't. I'd be like,
Facts.
Yes.
I might be able to deal with it.
I
But
don't.
like,
He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have hit her if he did hit her.
Lee, shut the fuck up. You'd be beating that bitch.
Oh,
You'd be
now
like,
he
what?
wants to be sympathetic.
No, I'm
Nah.
just being honest. But
He's a wife
I would.
beater,
He should
that's why he
definitely
doesn't have
leave
a
her.
wife.
No man should stay with raise another man's kid.
Yeah.
Well, he
Well-
shouldn't be there if he's gonna have to hit her in the shit.
What if she
like
got
that.
raped? Nobody knows the story.
Look, he's staying. Okay?
I ain't gonna.
Oh,
I
you know.
I take back everything I said.
Because
That
when
was
that baby
judgmental.
came out and she
but I
had the
couldn't
I'm
do it.
so sorry face.
Yeah.
That's all
that
I want to
says
say.
I didn't get raped.
All right, let's go to the video. He said, "Yep." Now, is this the Holy Ghost or is this drugs?
No. Somebody in the front row probably had a pregnancy test that said positive, and he Holy Ghost up out of there.
What?
He,
Yeah.
he was like, "Need a cover story."
In my mind.
Now preachers trying to go viral. You know what I mean? Like
Play it one more time.
they already get to sleep with all the women in the church.
That was a
now
preacher?
they want to go.
If they want to.
Yeah, that was a preacher.
Yeah.
What'd you think that was?
I didn't know. I thought it was just some kid standing at
You
the
didn't tell
podium.
by the purple suit?
Yeah, oh, well, no.
Might have been Joker. Might have been a black Joker.
Oh
I mean, he's a. Never mind.
it's too much. Too much.
So what a layup. Yes.
Damn. Go back up.
Hey. Whoa, Molly.
What the fuck is going on?
How does
This is
security
TSA.
They supposed to make us safe. I don't feel safe around now.
Yo, imagine a fight just breaking out right there in front of you. You trying to get in to check out.
Look at grandma.
They holding up the plane.
Oh my
No comment.
God. I don't like fights.
But just imagine you popping in a finna go to Bahamas. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Boom. And then they just hold the whole plane up. You got it.
I bet you it was
Sorry,
over something
flight
stupid.
number 672
Probably over a
is
guy.
delayed.
Oh, you like my man photo. You
Uh-huh.
followed my man. Ah.
Flight number 12 is closed for tonight. Please
they
go
probably-
find a.
They work together, so you know that's anything.
Well, they're both fired now. For sure.
Bitch trying to
never
take
know.
my fucking hairstyle.
That's-
Judging by the quality of that airline and like in the ambiance of the whole situation,
That look like Spirit.
that might so that might have been that might have been the second time.
They'll
They
probably-
just gonna be on separate shifts for a while. They
That
ain't
was
gonna get
Frontier.
They were fighting
was
over who
Frontier.
goes on lunch first. That's what
Right.
that was.
fired.
That was Southwest Airlines.
No, everybody's happy with Southwest.
Well, to tell you the honest truth, that wasn't even a airline. That was basically just in the area where you get checked through, so it ain't even actually an airline.
It was a TSA or not?
Maybe,
You guys
hey,
are
Roxanne,
confusing.
maybe you can
Yeah, they are.
reform them. They could come to your farm
My-
and you can
My freedom farm.
teach them.
Freedom
All they
Farm?
gonna do is
Oh,
fight there.
conflict resolution.
Hey,
You
what
can
are you
teach them
growing
that.
on this Freedom Farm? This
You know, the Freedom Farm,
Yeah, tell them about the freedom.
aka Plantation,
uh-huh.
is a place where you can take a 6 month to a year program, and you'll live and eat for free, 3 meals a day, and you'll work on the fields to help distribute organic foods, learn meditation, motivation, financial education, self-sufficiency, investments, which would be financial. And then when you get out of the program, you can take all of your money that you made, which would probably be around minimum wage, because this would be, like I said, like a program to help progress people. You can take that money and invest in your own home. You can invest in a share in the company so that you have a residual income building up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. You know, something like that. I want to take like non-violent offenders coming out of prison, and people who are in poverty that really want to learn and get out there.
I have a few spots for that.
Yeah.
I know a few places in Immokalee that might need that. They ain't got it already.
You see how pleasant it sounds when you don't use the other word.
I know.
You see, it's so inviting.
Well, I went to New Orleans. It's my favorite place. I've been there a few times, and I'm obsessed with history. So I love, of course, like I like to know everything about the slavery days and European history. I like old, just forms of life. Period. And so one of the last times I went to an old plantation and learned about how they treated their slaves, their masters.
Now she's trying to get us to get on this damn thing.
And
so
I was
she
just
can work our ass.
I was just thinking to myself, because like I'm a humanitarian, and I was like, wow,
And that's
these
gonna be
plantations are
humanitarian.
so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know the history there. It sucks in a sense, but they're so beautiful, and there's enough land to build like more buildings. Like I think if we did
She really serious.
redo the plantations, it'd be
Why not?
really
Why not?
cool.
Why not on
We'd
land?
keep
on
the
land that-
original pieces,
land-
but we could buy new land.
What about land that wasn't a plantation?
Yeah, well, because this is the thing. Like, a lot of those plantations are just sitting there, so I figured why not restore them, resoil the ground, and bring people back to unite instead of fight.
Well, a lot of people don't like the idea of even building on plantations. I know, like, my people in Virginia, like, they always talk about that, but, it's a handful of people now. And in my grandmother's hometown, I got a few family. They're buying up the plantations and stuff. But they're just living in it, like, but they just buying random property. Like, I got a couple cousins that stay in.
But
a
if they'll
school,
live
bro,
there,
just
I mean, they obviously
living in a school.
aren't so
Why
like
not buy?
opposed to the history.
Why
well,
that
I mean, but
was
other
created
places,
there.
like, it's too much bloodshed. Like certain plantations,
Right.
nobody will ever.
What about-
even
Yeah,
wanna
yeah, no, I
set foot
understand
on.
What
that.
about
It's just
buying
one
a
place.
cemetery and doing the same thing?
Yeah, that happens.
Oh yeah, and dig up dead
Sure
bodies.
can't go straight at all. It go, boy, I'll take a detour real quick.
Well, I
I'm
just-
just saying,
more than
all
you
that
think,
land
bro.
on the cemetery, you could build on top of the grave.
Fuck no, it's gonna be haunted. Anyways,
I
I
damn
just
sure would
thought
step 2 foot
it
on
was
this.
cool.
Boy, y'all got to meet me
read.
off campus.
You get my
You'd be
point, right?
surprised at the places you go that were built. on
Everybody died somewhere.
property
Think
like
about
that.
how
I
long
thought
the
it'd be
Earth-
cool
how
to
old the Earth
restore
is.
those places and.
Nah, I feel
But
you.
also, buy land and build new places. Like you
I
can
got a
choose
question, though.
whatever
Would you feel weird? This is
program.
a sick joke. But let's say you took in your people. Let's say it was like 5,000 people, right? And let's
at
say,
one farm?
Yeah, let's just say you took them all in, and let's just say you're
5,000 would be
you're
too
giving
much.
a speech. They're just coming in. You're surrounded by them. There's a tree behind you, and they're all black. Would you feel weird?
There's a tree
Probably
behind who?
not.
There's a tree
Because,
behind you.
I wouldn't have until you said that. I wouldn't even have thought about that. But yeah, now that you said that,
right by the
It
lowest
just,
hanging
the-
branch.
would it be horrible if I had like confetti fall from the tree?
Yeah. No, it would.
No, I'm just saying they
that
might
whole
want to
scenario is just
reenact.
crazy.
They might want to reenact the past.
Yeah.
Or they
Oh,
might-
and lynch me?
yeah.
Oh no.
Fuck no! What? I'm trying to help them.
No.
No, that girl went to
It's-
Louisiana, saw them plantations, like, woke up her white roots and was like, I have an idea to bring back slavery.
Oh shit.
Great.
But we're gonna make
somebody.
it more humanitarian. We're gonna look out for
We
them.
need to get them back.
Like nobody's gonna get their ass whipped. People gonna get paid.
That's your
Listen,
property walking around.
Both of my last names are English. My real last name was supposed to be Westbury, but my dad was adopted by his stepdad, so it's Will
Westbury
Math.
sound like she say
just-
nigga a lot.
I'm just joking.
But like, I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, our names start with like a W, and it's like sounds like something kind of rich or whatever. I'm like, didn't we? You said we had like barons and everything in our family. Like, what happened to all the money? And he's like, well, we did. We had a lot of money, but I was disowned. Because he was a hippie. He was, you
Right.
know,
Damn,
at
was it
Woodstock.
worth it?
Yeah, he's still, you know, my dad's been on like a 20-year drug binge. He's partying, man.
So you
He
saying
loves-
it was worth it?
I guess so.
When he
He's
gets
still
conscious.
doing the same thing
He
he
could have
was.
did
when-
that shit on the side and kept it in the closet and then kept
That's
that
what be
money.
tripping
My
Kept
me
that
dad,
out.
my
motherfucking
dad
money.
built
Not just
like-
any closet, like a walk-in closet. Like,
My dad built
Right.
a,
I ain't
like
walking
$1
away
million
from that.
Here's my
business,
thing,
but
like-
he obviously loves the party a
like-
bit more.
I mean,
Yeah.
and
do what you love,
and you use
Yeah.
you use the closet as a general term because I'm
Right.
talking about more than just gay. Like
Right, I'm talking
Like,
about just
if
anything
you-
you want to hide.
like I've seen girls
where you hide
that
things.
can get anything. They can get cars, they can get clothes,
Oh
they can
my
get
God.
whatever. Long as they don't date whoever they dating, and they'll just choose that bullshit.
Right, right.
And then I'm like, dude, why don't you just not say nothing?
They're being a rebel.
That's
They
about
believe
control.
in. They believe in
Because
what they're
money,
doing.
it really isn't everything. Like,
Well, no,
like,
like,
It's not
it-
everything, but at the same time, you can eat
Have
your
both.
cake and have it too.
people just want to live. They want to live on the edge.
It's the
They
other
want to
way
feel
around.
the thrill. It's-
yeah, but
when
in
you have
doing
all that money, you're
what happens is
supported. There's
when
no
people
thrill.
feel like they have to lie. That means they are not allowed to live the way they want to live. And the whole purpose of them wanting to do that in the first place is to have control over their life.
Yeah.
And when they don't have control over their life, that's just
Fuck that.
Sometimes it's
want my
about.
BMW.
Sometimes it's about living with yourself.
Yeah, but everything you have, you gotta live with yourself every day. Like everything you have.
Imagine you got a job, all right? They promote you because you're the token minority, and blah blah blah. You making money, but you got to deal with some shit you're not comfortable, and then at a certain point you're gonna feel like a sellout. They're always shitting on your people, and you feel like you can't argue every single time they say something. So it's subtle, and then you know at some point they doing it just
Yep.
to shit on you.
every day.
They shitting on you and your people.
Secretary's gotta touch your hair and shit. Like it has to happen. Like yeah, little shit.
touch your hair.
Yeah, that subtle shit. Like that whole
Treat you like you're a fucking sheep at a
Yeah.
petting zoo or some
everything that makes you different has to be pointed out. And
But okay,
searched and
if
everything
someone's
is okay.
used to, if I'm used to having hair like this, and I see hair like his,
I don't touch your
No,
hair.
well,
I'm
you're-
joking, but
You're a
let's be
stylist though,
honest.
right?
Yeah.
It's a little different for you.
But I'm
It's-
just
it's a
saying, if I
little different.
was just like
But
some
check this
regular
out. Has a black person
somebody,
ever
like,
wanted to touch a white person's hair?
Yeah,
A black person have?
I think they
All the
have
time.
for sure.
I've
seen
seen
it
that in
dozens
certain
of
I said a white
environments,
person
like a
want. I
sleepover
mean,
and
a
stuff
black
like
person
that.
want
but
to touch a white person's hair.
I mean, not in public. I wouldn't be like, "Wow, can I touch
But I
your
never
hair?"
had
but
desire
that
to touch
happens in
anybody's
public.
hair,
Like
so-
Yeah, I know, you're right.
Like,
That-
but
it's
it's
not
a
the opposite
thing, though.
direction.
It's
I
just
tell you
a-
that.
It is. You're
you
right.
know. But I mean,
Touch a black girl hair, you get in a fight.
right? Like we don't even
By
get to do that.
accident.
Like, yeah, nah. But
I never seen like black people go up to white people and be like, "Let me touch your hair," but
They
maybe
do.
maybe I just
Not
didn't know.
not randomly. Not it'd be like, hey, let me touch your hair.
Like, white
That's
people
only-
are a little more open to
they're
that. They're
doing
like,
that
That's
"Oh, can I
true.
touch your
But
hair?"
like,
That's true.
like
Yeah.
if we get in a conversation, it's no different than like us guys. We'll be like, oh, you got a knife. Oh, let me see that. You wouldn't just randomly, hey, you got a knife in your pocket. You don't. You know what I'm saying?
that's a hell of an analogy. But yeah,
I know when I left here.
No, that was good.
That's good. Still
that was really
infield.
good.
I thought for
Left
sure
field,
you
still
were gonna
infield.
say, "Hey, let me touch your penis."
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Bro,
Bro, look at your dick. Can I touch that?
Nah, fuck
That
no.
looks crooked. Is
No,
it
but
always?
last time you were going the gay joke route, so that's what I was waiting on.
No. Not just full blast like that. You got to use it in the window.
No,
Feel me?
We support the LGTB community.
XWZ
I'm not a part of that.
ABC XY.
they don't
Whatever.
kill nobody.
Carry the two.
Yo, I've seen
Subtract
I've
five.
seen some gay people fuck some people up. Boy,
Yeah, I ain't
You
trying.
bitch.
Dog, you want to get hit
Nah,
with
I'm
this?
talking about the
dog?
ones that don't act.
Yeah.
Those are more. I'm seeing more of those now. The ones that are just walking straight and they no different than you or me.
Right. What do you mean fuck people up? Like in fights?
Yeah.
I seen that.
Like I'm talking about the
I
toughest
seen-
I seen
artists.
regular gay
I
people beat
grew
some
up
people
seeing
up.
that. Like that was always
That
a
shit's
thing.
unorthodox,
I've never not. That was never something that was a surprise to me. Like I always like
That
I've
was
never
for me
seen.
because you always knew what the mold was back then. Was a gay guy, he had to be.
Yeah, but
But
all
now
them dudes
these-
get
yeah, now
strong
they just be
and,
like-
and will light your
They're
ass
still
up.
man, too.
Like
Yeah,
them
yeah.
dudes is still
Yeah.
men. Like
I
I've
don't
never
know.
I've never seen them dudes like. And then at like my whole thing is I never wanted to fight people when I was a little kid. I never wanted to fight people who I felt like had to fight all the time, and it's very true.
It's a different.
You do not want to fight.
Learn how to win.
But
eventually.
in my mind, I always thought that ugly people had to fight all the time because being so ugly. And I was always funny. I was like, man,
That's true.
You gotta walk around getting jokes on every day. If
Same
you're
thing
not
about
funny,
gay
you
people,
gotta
dog.
like
They're
fight.
fighting. They're always.
That wasn't true though. Like, but there was a dude. He
I got
just
picked
got in
on
a
and
car
it
wreck
wasn't
and
for
he
me
had a
being
messed up
ugly.
face, but
Bitches are mean to me.
well, you know, people.
Well, girls are vindictive.
Yeah,
just
y'all
I
got a
don't
different-
care.
If I was a girl, I
Y'all
would
get
take that
around
as a
each other,
compliment.
and if y'all ain't
It's all right.
vibing, y'all ready to fight.
And a lot of times
Now I
they ain't
see
really
them
vibing,
looking
bro.
It's like
crazy.
it's like I walk
They
in a
plot.
room and
Three
they start
kids,
fighting.
unhappy.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
it's still
joking.
happening, man.
Because here's the thing, like,
Like,
Yeah, right.
like with guys, when we see a new guy in the area, we won't think
guys
we'll
judge
just
their looks?
we'll just
Like,
cut the
bro.
brain off. It was like ain't nothing, no threat.
yeah. it ain't
If I've never
competition.
had a interaction with him, I'm not
Right.
threatening to guy. But girls will come in a brand new
it's-
area,
it's a
never
new
seen
bitch.
girl from
Right.
Adam,
You know why?
and just be like, "Who's the fuck she looking at, guy? Oh, bitch, do something." And you be like, "What the fuck is going on? Did y'all have a
I had
conversation?"
people hating me because I hung out with somebody else. I was like, I don't even know
Yeah,
who
that's
you
weird.
are.
That's
I'm
weird.
a what? Cause of who?
Yep.
I've never even had sex with anybody. What?
Yep.
Like bitches are
And
mean.
come up with a whole scenario. So you was talking to my sister's baby cousin, uncle.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
what?
because
Right, you-
My brother's sister's
Women are- they're always
girlfriend cousin does not
playing
like
a
you.
game.
I'm like, what the
Yeah, they're
fuck?
all they're with
It's
like,
a game,
like
and whether you're
social
playing or not,
intelligence.
you're still
I
playing.
have people hate
Yeah,
me
we
that
gotta
don't
do it,
even
yeah.
know me.
Guys
And I'm
don't
It's
like,
almost like they
whoa.
trying to look for the territory.
Dude,
They
guys
just be
are-
I
like,
don't see
It's-
that.
everybody got to get in where they fit in, and if you don't fit in a certain place, like
It's-
women, y'all, man,
It's like psychological
y'all are always
warfare
playing a
all
game.
time.
It's always going
They're
on.
always intimidated by me. That's what that was.
No, they just
But
playing you.
trust me.
They want to play. Like,
They're-
They see you as a threat.
They
Basically.
see me
That
as a
too,
threat.
yeah,
They're
but-
intimidated.
it almost
Girls
reminded
tell
me
me all the
because
time they're
when I went to go
intimidated.
watch the Lion King, you know how like territorial lions are. If
Yeah.
you come up on the field, and they just they'll roar for a good minute.
It's funny you say that because they say the women lions do the real heavy lifting, the real hunting and killing.
No. If they got a yes,
Well,
to
you
a certain
saying they're
degree.
territorial? I'm saying like
To a certain
the
degree,
work.
but they're usually the defense because he don't proud the whole time trying to go get food.
But
for
they
the-
actually
for the-
do the killing.
they-
I'm talking about
yeah.
lions though. The
Yeah,
female
yeah,
lions
yeah.
actually put in the work.
They don't want us to get all the food.
Yeah,
They
we
put in the
serve our
work.
king.
They put in the work.
Nah, y'all the only ones fast enough. The male lion can't catch nothing, man.
Yeah, he's
Y'all
fat.
chasing because
It's
the
just like
female
real
lions.
life.
I'm
You got
saying,
you
like,
got
we-
one
we
dude.
lions.
That's the shit.
Female lions is
girls fight.
chasing gazelles and
All I
zebras
do is
and
like,
everything else fast, man. Big ass lion ain't gonna do nothing but beat up other lions
True.
and
What about
have
when he was
sex all
young
day.
though?
Shit,
Did the boy lions ever hunt?
yeah.
They do. I mean, if they gotta go get it,
They
gotta-
do, but
they'll
if you
go get
Google
it.
right now lions hunting, you're gonna see female lions.
Do
Yeah,
all
most
male
likely
lions grow the hair or
The
only
male.
some?
Yeah.
Really, all the males do?
and then they just figure out who's taking over the territory.
Are there only is there only one male lion in a certain like a
Sometimes
circumference?
no,
it's 2 or
there's
3.
multiple, but
A lot of times it's one.
It's pretty much of a certain age.
But
Once
they're-
they get mature and grown, they either fight the dominant lion or they leave.
Really?
Yeah.
9
They
times out
might
of
come
10
back
they gotta
later
leave.
when they're strong enough and the dominant male is older and weaker, and then they'll fight them and take over
and
the.
then take over. Yeah,
They're not gonna
Wow.
die of old age. That's for damn sure.
fact.
Wow.
Yeah,
And you always gotta like once you on top, once you the champion, you always gotta stay
Yeah,
defending.
you
that
gotta
motherfucker.
stay on point.
Yeah, even when you
Poor
sleeping, you taking
guy.
a nap.
Yeah,
That'd be the
that's why
that'd
they
be the
never
time
smile.
to swipe.
Is that why? Wait, is it Mufasa
Yeah.
kills
No, Scar, his brother.
Scar
Scar
kills
kills Mufasa.
Mufasa? Yeah. What if their two boys born together, like brother lions?
That happens.
No, he ain't have no.
No,
kids.
that don't matter.
You're
That's
talking
like-
about real
all that
life?
shit's out
yeah,
the window.
real life lion.
The guy's trying to be the
Siblings.
man. He's trying to be the man.
Yeah.
It don't matter that's your brother.
No, he was pissed because he was in line to be the king, and then Mufasa got born right after, and it's always the last. It's not first.
Really?
Yeah, it's whoever's the last one.
Interesting.
So you is in place, and it's weird because we do it the opposite way. It's like
because they're
if you was
younger and
born
they're gonna
first,
stay alive longer.
then
Yeah, the
you,
firstborn,
and then if you die, then he takes your place. Nah, it's
All
opposite
the-
direction. It's
Well, all the great stories got the second one, the second boy always in all the stories. So that's just how that goes.
why? Yeah, why was it always the
I don't
second
know.
boy?
Because that's
Is that the
all
more-
the old. That's the oldest story. They've been telling the same story since the beginning of time.
That's
man.
facts.
That's
So
all
I'm
it
saying
is.
why?
Now it's like, hey,
why
let's
not the
remix it, but
first?
make it
What's-
about lions.
What's so special about the second?
Second born's always the one chosen.
In a lot of Eastern
In a lot of things.
cultures, the oldest sibling is like a parent. Like if your older brother tell you to do something, like in the Asian culture, you have to do it. It's just like your dad telling you.
Ah, so he's there to nurture and keep.
He
track of you.
has like a rank.
I'm gonna
above
let
you.
my
And
kids
it's like
know
that
if I have
all-
a couple
all
of
through
them.
life.
Like whoever's the oldest, you listen. If you don't, you're dead.
It's meant to go the other way around, but a lot of times the older child winds up doing something stupid, and boom. But that's almost every story in the Bible, every
Yeah,
ancient
but in the
Egyptian
Lion
story,
King,
every
Scar is the older brother.
yeah.
But Mufasa, you would have thought he was the most dominant one out of the fucking. He
Yeah.
just, even though he was king and he was younger, it's just like,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, birth order
test me, nigga.
don't mean you're more qualified for a position. You know
For
what I mean?
real. For real.
Are there even lions that look like Mufasa? Doesn't he have black hair?
There's a lot of them.
There's
That
Dark
a lot of
fur.
no,
black
you
hair
talking about
lions.
Scar?
Yeah,
I mean
Scar's
Scar.
You
Yeah.
keep getting them two mixed up.
Yeah, they're just trying to make him look.
Whatever.
Yeah,
bad.
Scar. Yeah, there's lines out there, but those are the
Yeah.
ones that they made him look beat up because those are the lines that do look beat up. The
And it's
ones
funny,
that
though.
do survive
The ones
out of
with
the
the-
They
pack
actually
Well,
named
nah,
that
them
are no
the-
longer king
the-
anymore, they'll be like kind of like a little
Well, the
withered.
lions
a
with
little
the
more.
with the black hair, they look raggedy as hell because of where they at. Like they don't.
Let me see.
They
I'm gonna
looking
look up
raggedy
this
as hell.
black.
But they
black-haired
got.
lion.
But their mane is like all this.
They be
Like
getting their ass
all
beat.
this is mane. Just mane. Just yeah.
It's interesting.
tough.
And I mean, yeah, it's interesting indeed, man. That shit look crazy. But
All right, man,
I
we
guess
gotta
this would
wrap
be
this
Scar.
motherfucker up. Lee, go ahead and hit what you.
It's your
Socials.
boy Lee A. Beats, your favorite DJ/producer.
I
Hit
hate
me
that.
up.
He sound like a
Shut up!
typical
You
rapper.
can't really, you know what I mean? Let me. Do
It's
what
your
I'm doing.
boy. Who is your boy? We don't
bruh,
even know who you
my
are.
favorite AKAs for you, bro. Is like,
You already know
remember
who
that
it
shit where you
is.
was like, it's Lee A Beats, AKA Bowl of Milk. Pussy just comes to me. That
Oh
shit,
damn! I used to have a lot of shit. Though.
that shit is hilarious.
I used to
Wait,
do-
really?
Rick James
Holla
without
at
the
your boy 'cause
bangs.
I don't hear that well. But yeah, leabeats.com,
So,
Bring
the
it back,
greatest-
Lee.
Greatest
Tell 'em.
monarchies of all time.
IG. Yeah, I birthed a lot of people, man, but I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? A lot of famous rappers. I'm joking. But yeah,
He's
leabeats.com, IG at leabeats. Fuck with me, that's it.
Roxanne.
Catch me on Instagram, Roxanne Malia, Facebook, Roxanne Malia, and Snapchat, Roxanne Malia.
Carl, go ahead, hit him with your socials and hit him with your business. Man. We
I
gotta
ain't
promote
doing
the
all that
business.
shit, man. It's Carl the Barber. I
need extra
cut
money.
hair. I cut hair on Winkler and Solomon. You guys can catch me out there at the Groom Lounge. We're open from 10 to 7, Monday through
Lounge?
Saturday. Yeah. Wash
And-
your hair when you come through, please.
Yeah, wash your hair.
Believe.
Dirty Clippers.
And he's doing the weave.
I can vouch
he's
for
starting
that,
to weave.
please.
By,
Real.
in 2 weeks, he's starting the weave thing. So y'all get on that.
Get you
And
some
he's doing the
toupees.
dermal thing too with the
And,
tattoo.
and he's
and the-
doing the Young
yeah.
Jock perm kit.
Facts.
also.
He'll get rid
It's
of
all
all your
false
dandruff.
solicitation.
all of this.
Don't believe in
For the
any of this.
low too, for $15. Y'all better get that special.
You
Use
guys lie
promo
for
code
free.
ICY.
Lying for free.
Hit him. Hit him with that.
Need a fade.
Y'all make
Oh,
sure
that
y'all
all that.
hit that EX3 Network YouTube.
Uh-huh.
But also, if you don't have YouTube like a dumbass, you can also go to IG, you can go to Facebook, you can go to Twitter, and it says EX3 Network. Just type that motherfucker in.
And make sure you like,
Mm-hmm.
comment, subscribe.
Exactly. If you want to talk shit about me, do it. I don't care. I have a heart, but it bends back together. do it.
He's
do
a
your worst.
mannequin.
And bring
He
the
has no
beehive
feelings.
and the barbs. And then Lee said bring the horror guys. No, not the horror guys.
Serial killers.
The serial killers. Bring. He want all
I'm
the
joking.
smoke. All of it. Not half, just all.
Most serial killers kill women, so.
They can make an exception for you,
I'm
bro.
joking.
No,
When
what
you
happened?
testing,
Who was
testing
the
that
one?
gangster.
Who's
Jeffrey
the one? He
Dahmer?
was gay. Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer. He's coming for you.
If you eat me, man, make sure you have some potatoes, some macaroni and cheese, some dessert. You know what I mean?
Well, he'll
Enjoy
make your
me.
testicles potatoes.
Yeah, just don't throw me on the grill. I'm trying to get marinated. invite some people over. You feel me? Like, you know?
Yeah. These
Make
the
it
good
a joyous
seasons,
occasion.
man.
Let me go out in style. I want to look down and be like, all right, at least they enjoying me.
Yo, when they give us
Lemon
like the body
pepper.
parts, not the insides, but the outside, you want us to do the funeral where we just prop you up
Man, just
at
put,
the Ex3
put me-
podcast?
put me on the table, put an apple in my mouth. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Before you
Just
go down, be
some
like,
lettuce
is there
on my
anything
back.
you'd like to say, Lee? Hand the microphone to the coffin.
I'm joking.
This is the EX3 podcast, and we are out.
Hold on, Jesus. Success.